You have a girlfriend? If so, what's her name? I do. Okay, hey, what's up guys? Welcome back and welcome to my Q&A video. I'm very excited. Been long awaited. I told you guys in the first video that I was coming back, that I was gonna be doing this, and I never actually got around to it until now. Anyway, pardon if I have a lisp. I bit my tongue yesterday and I don't even know what happened. It's extreme pain. I was like, what the hell? I think I was chewing gum. Definitely was chewing gum. Pretty bad. Like, pretty freaking bad. Like, I can feel it. Pardon if I have a lisp of any sorts. Anyway, getting into the first question from Renee. So Renee says, I have a question. Do you still talk to the old stream group like Emma, Jack, and Nick? Renee, I actually do. So that's actually a great question. I do still talk to them nowhere near on a consistent basis as I used to, obviously, with streaming on like the daily. They were always a part of it, so kind of was hard not to talk to them on the daily. But nowadays, we still keep in touch. Again, nowhere near as much, obviously, because I've moved away from streaming, and then they've also, at the same time, have grown into other fields as well. It's kind of the sad part about growing up. You kind of find different niches and different avenues to take things. So yeah, I know. I spoke with Jack. Jack's kind of involved with his own thing now out there in the UK. You gotta love Jack. I'm still, no matter how deep we get into this, I will still pick on the fellow Brits. We love you and hate you. I'm joking. It's if you watch the streams, the videos back in the day, you would completely know the harassment I received for being an American and the harassment Jack received for being British. We love all of it. We love all of it. It's all joke. But yeah, no, Jack's doing his own thing now as well. Emma's on her own path, and same thing with Nick. Honestly, we've kind of all just found, like I said, just different avenues to take things, and it's drifted us further apart, but we all still keep in touch as much as possible and whenever we get the chance. So it's always great hearing from them. And we all still got each other with a birthday text as well. So yeah, we're all gonna be obviously friends for life. Great question, great question. Avery says, how old are you? What college are you going to? Do you have a sister, brother, and where do you live? Wow, you want everything about me. Avery, I like that, that's commitment. So I'll start with the first one, how old am I? I'm 19 years old, and I'm in my freshman year of college, so that kind of segues into the next question. I go to High Point University in North Carolina. It's a really nice school. I actually just transferred here. I know I've been talking about it the past couple of videos, so I don't really want to bore anyone, but yeah, it's a nice school. You should check it out. And then, do you have a sister or brother? I have two sisters. One's actually a twin sister. She also goes to this school, funny enough. And then I have a younger sister who's 2 years younger than me. She's a sophomore in high school. And yeah, it's great. Never had a brother, never will have a brother. But it's all good. It's all good. We live on. Yeah, and then where do you live? So I actually live in New Jersey, but most of the year I live here in North Carolina now because I go to school here. But yeah, I live in a small town in New Jersey, in a small state that is New Jersey. So fine wherever it is, I live there, but I love the Jersey Shore. Maybe that's the little giveaway. I'll be there during the summer, so if you want to catch me, swim by the Jersey Shore. All right, now we got Seb. Seb says, what inspired you to be a content creator? Honestly, this question can be spurred off for many different things for me. I always had a love for just video in general, so I can honestly connect it to so many different things where video is involved, which like obviously growing up as a kid in like the early 2000s, like you kind of saw the explosion of media, mass media, but also eventually what segued into individual creating and influencing. And so like I kind of saw a pathway to do it myself when I saw other people doing it. And I mean, honestly, I was probably a 10 or 12 year old at the time, and I saw all these YouTubers making so much money, buying mega mansions, buying any car they ever wanted, and just living the lap of luxury, but like enjoying their life. And like literally their life was what they were showing on the camera. Like I thought that was so cool to me that you could record your life, record just having fun, doing whatever with friends, or going about your day and be able to make money from it and then turn it into a career. I just feel like that's so cool. Plus the art of visual storytelling is so powerful. And so I eventually segued that into like what I've become. Less of the video oriented stuff and more just like, yeah, visual storytelling in any sense, whether that be in business or whatever avenue you want to take it. So yeah, it's a hard question, to be honest. Like, what exactly inspired me? I think honestly it was just being a kid with a phone or like with an iPad growing up and seeing all that was possible, and then finding out I could actually press upload myself. Like I thought that was insane to me. I used to think YouTube was like a part of mass media. I thought like no one could touch that. I thought like you were hired by them to do what you were doing. Like I never knew the story behind it. And when I opened my eyes as a 10-year-old, I'm like, wow, I can actually press upload on this thing. It was amazing. It was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I would definitely say that, just like seeing everyone else be so successful with it, but also always for some reason had an inner love and passion for like editing and creating. And like I don't even know where to root that specifically. Great question, Seth. Man's Like Akil says, have you ever watched WWE? If you haven't, it's really cool. So I actually have watched a bit of WWE, nowhere near as much as like the average Joe who watches combat sports, but I have watched a decent amount of it. I'm trying to think, who do we got nowadays involved with it? There's like what, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Logan Paul. I'm trying to think, is there any other names? I can't just name 4 and say I know WWE. Yeah, that's all I got right now. That's all I know, WWE. Obviously John Cena, but he just retired, so at least I know that though, right? So I know a little bit. I think it is sick though. I think it gets way too much backlash. Like what these guys are doing is fucking nuts. Like I know it's scripted, but like all the equipment's real. Like it's nuts. Again, going back to the average Joe would be dead if he did WWE. So I think it's really cool, and I think the storyline they've been cooking up with, because there's more and more people my age who are actually into it now. Than ever before, which is surprising. Sky Aviator, if you're going to mix your business and whatever in one channel, do you see that popping off in the near future or not? And if you don't, would you just go back to streaming? God, I miss it. It's a great question. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure where I want to take this. Like I know in the video I said I wanted to mix the business in with it, but that's just because I want to mix all avenues of my life here. I feel like that's like my #1 goal, is to have this be like the most natural, purest form of the vlog, or like of documentation. And so in that obviously comes business, just because I'm involved with business ventures now. But no, I don't want to just make it singularly like a business only focused channel. Like yeah, there will be videos here and then on like growing business, creator growth, and also like, you know, the things similar to the stuff I'm involved in, but it's not going to be 100% just that. Like you've already seen the vlog I posted last week. It was very college life focused. It was a college dorm video. Like it's just gonna be whatever. It's gonna be random. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm really gonna do and how I'm gonna mix the business completely into it. And then when it comes to like popping off, I don't know. Obviously that's the goal. Like the goal in anything is like to see success at the end of the line and like strive to have success and create success. But honestly, it's not like my #1 concern anymore. I feel like back in the day, I put a lot of time and effort into the whole growth aspect of it and doing some things that maybe I'd be disinterested in just to get clicks, and that's really just not me anymore. I faded away from that. I found another avenue outside of just the video to monetize myself and like make money off doing things in the online space. So it's not my #1 concern to actually pop off. It's actually my #1 concern to find people who actually relate with the content outside of just joking around or doing pranks and all that. Like people who actually mess with my day-to-day life and want to improve as a person. So I think that's like kind of where I want to take it. And yeah, obviously with anything, I would hope it pops off. Do I see it popping off? I think it could take time. I think I could. I think it could definitely take time. It's gonna take commitment on my end, but sorry, I'm playing around with this. I have such bad ADHD. I'm sorry. It's really not that bad. It's just bad when it needs to be good. Oh, and then to piggyback off what you said, would you just go back to streaming if it didn't pop off? Again, it's not my #1 concern if it does or doesn't pop off, to be honest with you. It's just like my end goal is to be able to say I documented my life and being able to look back at it. So I think I've built up my channel good enough where I'll get clicks no matter what. So I would go back to streaming no matter what, regardless. And I plan on doing that eventually soon as well. I don't know, again, how I'm gonna integrate that, and that's why I don't mention anything about it, just because this channel was built pretty purely on streaming as well. And so if I say something about streaming, people get all excited and like, when's it coming? And then I kind of defame the idea quicker than I rise it. So yeah, no, I definitely want to get back to that soon in some way. We'll see. All right, next one's a good one. When did you start becoming a 24/7 streamer? This is actually one of the biggest questions I get. It's literally all people ask me all the time. It's mainly because they go on my channel and they see that it says live. So they'll be watching a video like this and they see the little red dot over my like profile or icon or whatever, and they're like, why is he live? Like, this is so confusing. He's talking to me right now. Like, a lot of people I'll meet in person, and I'll have like a friend or a buddy of mine be like, oh yeah, he does YouTube. For some reason, it always gets brought up like in like social scenarios. So I'll just be talking with like random people, and yeah, like I said, a friend of mine will bring it up, and they'll click on a video and then they'll notice I'm live. They're like, oh my gosh, are you like live streaming me right now? Like, they think I'm like one of those like actual 24/7 live streamers when I say I do 24/7 lives. I'm trying to think like who actually does that. I know like that guy Neon's popping off right now, or Aiden Ross does it sometimes. Like, so yeah, a lot of people like think that I am that like type of 24/7 streamer when I explain it. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm on the live right now. I'm like, no, that's not what it's like. They're trivia 24/7 streams. So yeah, no, it's definitely interesting. I got into that a few years ago when I was streaming those trivia games just with you guys, like during COVID. And then obviously I continued it years after COVID, but mainly started during COVID. And that's when I started the 24/7 streams. I realized that I couldn't be live enough. Like I would go live from I think like 3 p.m. till maybe like 4:30 every day, probably 3 p.m., 4:30 or like 3 to 5. and then I'd get back on at like 8 and I'd go to like 10. And I remember it was like the same routine every day. Anyway, my channel was absolutely popping off at the time and I was obsessed. So I just wanted to like be live all the time and I physically could not. So I found a way through meeting this guy named Epic, who also lives in the United Kingdom. Great guy, a good friend of mine that I met through doing this as well. And I met him through similar interests. He streams Kahoot as well, and at the time that's all I was focused on. Blooket really wasn't a thing yet, or it wasn't really like promoted. So all I did was Kahoot, and he had a script that he made that was able to run Kahoot 24/7. Pretty much what that means is he's a genius, he's a coder, and he found a way to code around it, to make it be able to be live 24/7 without me having to do anything. So it's pretty much all credit to him. And yeah, ever since then, it's been a huge part of the channel. You guys love it. There's always people in there playing, and the cost to production ratio is insane. So there's no reason to stop doing it. Okay, time for the next question. What's your favorite food and drink from the Peppermint Man? Sorry. Wow, what a name. The Peppermint Man wants to know my favorite food and drink. That's kind of a tough one. I'm trying to think. Probably a Chipotle bowl if I could define that as a food. Outside of that, chicken cutlets. Chicken cutlets all the way. But if I can say Chipotle bowl is food, probably Chipotle bowl right now. I'm kind of craving that, so didn't eat lunch yet. That would be the move right now. But all time though, I gotta go chicken cutlets because you can eat them without anything on them and they're amazing. So chicken cutlets, you know, I'm changing that. Frick the Chipotle bowl, chicken cutlets all the way. And then drink, I like water. Water, yeah, I'm drinking it right now. This is from a fountain as well. I could have got anything. Could have got Coke. Could have got Sprite, could have got Powerade, iced tea, sweet iced tea, lemonade. Yeah, I went with the water. I love water. I don't know what it is. The sweet stuff is just too sweet for me, so it's just not my thing. I used to be a big fan. I used to be a big Coke guy, but water all the way. If you ain't drinking pure, you're not doing it right. When did you start streaming Blooket? I started streaming Blooket, I want to say in 2021. Yeah, April of 2021. I think it was like April 5th on the dot, actually. I don't know how I remember that, but something like that. I'm probably gonna be wrong. April 5th, April 7th, something like that. I just remember the inaugural stream was great. It was great. Great experience. Sold me on the idea forever. Made a lot of money in that stream, so. Yeah. I had to keep doing it. Do you have a girlfriend? If so, what's her name? I did. No, I'm joking. I remember I did this tease the last time around. Actually, it wasn't even a question. I just brought it up in one of those 2023 vlogs. Those were the days, man. 2023 vlogs, jeez. I do not have a girlfriend. It would be nice to have one. So if anyone's out there, hit me up. Always looking. But no, as of right now, I do not have a girlfriend. Jennifer Hampton says, have you watched the WWE in the 1980s? I have not, no. And that kind of piggybacks back off what I said earlier with only knowing 4 current guys. I don't know anyone of the 1980s. Did Hulk Hogan do it in the 1980s? Or was he before that? Nah, he had to be 1980s, right? Had to be. Clip me. Clip me right now. I'm gonna get clipped. I'm doomed. But yeah, no, I've not watched WWE from the 1980s. Actually, the way you worded that question, a definite no. Have you watched WWE in the in 1980? Like, that's pretty much the way you worded it. I was not alive in 1980, so if that's what you meant, I was not alive. But if you meant what I assume you meant, no. What is your favorite video game? Fanman says, that's hard. Right now, it would have to be NHL. I love all different versions of Chell. I have 23 at home. I kind of like 23 the best because I'm kind of nasty at it, but my boys have 24 and then I have another boy who has 25. So yeah, I mean, it's a great game. They added like energy to it and that kind of annoyed me. I'm not as good with the energy. And so me and my good friend Nate play all the time whenever we're around each other. He's in the Air Force, I'm in college, so we're kind of separated a lot, but it's amazing whenever we're both back home, we get to play a good game of Chell. He's nasty and I'm just as close to being nasty. I'm inches away, I'm not there, but I'm that close. And it's the energy that he has me on. Like for some reason, I just can't play with the energy. I can't do line changes. It's just like not my thing. And 23, it's auto line changes, auto energy. So it's like, fuck. And where do I go from here? But NHL, God tier. God tier game right now. You know what? S tier. S tier. I don't know which one goes above the other, but whichever one. If God tier, S tier, whichever one goes above the other, that's what it is. Used to be Fortnite though. Come on. I was a kid. Kid growing up, 2010s. Yeah, of course I play Fortnite, you already know. Sarah McCarthy says, when you were a kid, did you want to be a content creator? If not, what did you want to be? Yeah, I always wanted to be a content creator, honestly. I didn't really look towards any other avenues for like hobbies other than this. I started playing ice hockey like the more I grew up, and that turned into like a newborn hobby that a lot of people pick up when they're young, but outside of that, it was always creating. Like this is all I spent my time on. I went to school, came home, did this, and kept doing it again. Like that's literally all I wanted to be, all I wanted to do. And it turned out to be great. So I really haven't had any second thoughts about it. It's always what I wanted to be and it's who I am, right? So yeah, if not though, what I would want to be. I know you worded it, what did you want to be? I mean, at the time, what would I want to be outside of it? Probably say business owner, but that's like, again, another thing that I've tied into the whole thing. Like, I'm an entrepreneur now, so that kind of plays into it. So that's kind of bland. So if we're talking like present day, what would I do if I never picked up the camera at all and it wasn't intertwined with any of my business dealings or whatever? I'd probably go for entrepreneurship solely. And in that would be eventually finding a way to get equity. I would not get a degree in entrepreneurship. I would get a degree in a business field where I can get a job that makes me money in the business field, like with an actual company, and compound money like through savings, eventually branch out into entrepreneurship to be able to scale liquidity even faster, and then use that liquidity to get into equity. So whether that be through real estate, buying businesses, that could be private equity, or just, stock market in general. So yeah, franchising, like there's so many different things. So that's what I would do. Obviously as a kid, I wouldn't say that, but like as who I am now, that's already going to be one of my goals. But like doing it with the camera makes it a lot easier because I make a decent amount of money doing this, so it kind of opens more opportunities. So it would just be very similar, to be quite honest, just without the camera. Kind of what I've been doing the past couple of years outside of the camera, because I haven't been picking it up, just building it more from scratch. I'm already at college, but making sure I get the right degree that makes me money, and then I can obviously compound liquidity. So yeah, sorry, it was kind of a confusing answer, but that's what I'd want to be. Back in the day though, probably want to be like a cop or something like that. I'm a kid, right? Like you look at a police officer driving 100 miles an hour in a cop car, you're like, I want to be him. So that will probably be my niche answer for that. Or like a news anchor or something, All right, anyway, I've been yapping, so we gotta start flying through these. It's my bad. Okay, Noah Corner says, are you a fan of cheese? I love cheese. It's in everything, so how can you not love it? If you don't, then it's a tough life. When will you start doing solo streams again, says Jesus Official. I will probably start doing streams again within the next couple months, I'd say. Yeah, probably like by the summer, I'll do at least a couple, but yeah, nothing nuts. I mean, it's gonna be like maybe once a week, and not even. I mean, maybe a couple times a month. I'm not gonna be going nuts, but I'm gonna try to slowly ease back into it just to say I can do it. I mean, I love streaming. It's just hard to make. The amount I do these days, it's like hard to make a schedule, unfortunately, or fit time to do it and make it reasonable. So yeah, I'll see. As I was explaining earlier, I want to get back into it. Okay, Avery V says, do you believe in Jesus? And also, do you have a dog? So double question there from Avery. I do believe in Jesus, yes. I'm actually trying to be more religious by the day. I think it keeps you grounded and it's very healthy and something that not only are many people called to follow, but it helps you obviously just in your everyday life. I feel like it gives you not only someone to talk to, but it also, religion gives you an area and a space to be grounded and stick with your roots. So yeah, I believe in Jesus, and I try to kind of combine my religion with my ethics in life and like kind of how I go about making moral decisions, but also living on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, obviously I could do even more, so I'm not gonna act like I'm some crazy guy, I'm not, but I do believe, yes, and I think there's strong things that come with believing. And then Avery also asked, do you have a dog? I do, yes. I have 2 dogs, actually. I have a dog named Luther, who's 5. Yeah, he's 5, turning 6 this summer, and then I have Lexi, who's 3. So 2 dogs. I think Lexi's 3. So yeah, I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. Dog. That sounds weird saying. Dog, yeah, just dog. Actually, they're on my home screen. Look, I'll show you. There's Luther. If you can see if it focuses. I don't know, it's not gonna focus. There's Lexi. So yeah, they're great. I love them. They're amazing. Mr. George says, if YouTube didn't exist, what do you think you'd be doing for a career? So very similar question to what Sarah asked earlier. And I'm just gonna come back at you with the same exact answer. Something in equity. And with that, I would get a degree in the business field. So yeah, that's about it. Compound liquidity and spending it on good investments. That's what I would do. It's still what I'm going to do, but I have a camera involved. So yeah, that's about all. Okay, so another question here from Caleb. What's up, Caleb, man? It's been a minute. I hope you've been great. So Caleb says, yo, what's good, Logan? Been a minute. Quick question. Been a minute. Look, he literally said it in his thing. Caleb, how you been, bro? Quick question. Will you ever go back to the stream, or are you just gonna switch over to self-improvement? So again, piggybacking off of one of the questions that I answered earlier. Yes, I'm gonna come back to it, but not as devoted as I was previously. But yeah, no, definitely gonna get back into it, just like not on the same schedule like back in the day. So yeah, definitely more focused on self-improvement, 100%. I think that will take me further, because obviously like it helps me record because I'm so involved with that, but I think self-improvement can be applied to many different avenues in life, and so you can be very successful if you apply it to your like daily routine. So yeah, I'm mainly gonna focus on that, but streaming will come as well, and we'll find a way to segue that. Honestly, I don't know, I'm gonna experiment with it because I think streaming is getting bigger and bigger, and I'm getting farther and farther. So yeah, I think there's definitely potential there to do a couple streams every month, or maybe once a week, something like that. So we'll see. It's just, you know, it's all timing. It's all timing. Like I keep saying, you know, and all these people keep asking. I know you guys love them, but it's all just timing and scheduling. Like a lot of my time right now is filled up, and the time slots where I would be able to stream or should be streaming just aren't always available for me. So random commenter says, what caused you to make videos? Again, similar to what I was saying earlier, like very inspired just by seeing everyone being so successful, just picking up a camera and recording their daily lives. Not only did their lives look fun, but they found an avenue for financial freedom, literally just through recording, doing whatever they like doing. So yeah, that kind of sums it all up. Yo, Logan, what's good, bro? It's John. Been a minute since I've seen your content. Hope everything's been solid on your end. Glad to see you're back on the grind again. I've been good too, streaming on Kick and actually turning it into something. Finally hitting numbers and starting to become what I've always wanted. Glad to see you back at it for real and stay on that grind. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. You've always been the man, like honestly, like through thick and thin, man. You've always been there for me no matter what was going on in your life. You always made time to support my content, support my channel, and beyond that, just be a great friend. So John, I appreciate everything you've ever done for me, and I'm very happy to hear that you're doing well on your own. That is amazing. Honestly, the whole Kick game is so like new to me, and actually seeing like the newcomers of Kick become big, not only does it make me feel like I'm getting old, but it also reminds me that I'm behind on a lot of the new stuff here on social media. So yeah, people are doing great on there, making a lot of money, but also gaining a lot of followers and having a lot of success. So yeah, no, it's really cool to see people kind of take over Kick again as I drift away from streaming. But no, honestly, John, that is great to hear. Honestly, the best part about getting into creating is when you hit that moment where you realize it's actually gonna work out, and you realize like people are actually starting to watch and starting to enjoy your content. Like that's just the best feeling. So glad to hear that you're creating. I gotta check it out. I didn't even know you were, so I gotta hop on that real quick. But yeah, no, thanks for the comment, and you've always been the man. I want you to know that. So thank you so much, John. Guys here through anything, and like honestly, I have a lot of respect for that. 806 misses you. Pineapple, I don't get what that's for. That's an inside thing. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate it. Oh fuck. Old dorm, old roommates. I miss you guys too. I miss SD. It was beautiful there. I really miss that shit. I mean, I don't really miss the closet of the dorm we were in, but outside of that, 806 for life. Let's do it. Let's go. Frogo says, man has grown with us. That is true. I've literally grown with you guys. We've all grown here together. It's actually, that's the best part about doing this. My fan base or like following has always been like right around the same age as me. So like I've been growing up with you guys, and it translates well for the content. Cause obviously, you know, if you range in that area, you can grow up and your viewer base may not, and then you kind of have a collapse or a dip in like traction just because of the fact that your viewers don't actually like what you're creating anymore. And I've kind of hit the jackpot with that. A lot of you guys are very similar to me. It's given me the ability to make a lot of friends through this, but also it's kept you guys around. So yeah, it's also just cool to see us all grow up together. Like, damn, it's nuts. We were like, what? 13, 12 years old a few years ago in the heart of COVID, and look where we are now. It's just like, I don't know. It's so weird to me. It's so weird. Time just flew by. You're missing out in Jersey today. There's a tornado watch. I actually have a clip from the vlog that will come out after this of there was a tornado here. So funny enough you say that. It was actually on the same day. I think whatever the weather pattern was, it actually swooped up the East Coast, and it scraped us here in North Carolina and then went to the Northeast. So yeah, I think you got the same exact thing. Honestly, if I'm being quite honest with you. Our alarm went off in the room. I didn't even know there was one. Scary as shit. The thing was going crazy, like nuts. I was in my bed. I think I just woke up, about to go to class, and the alarm just would not stop going off. It's like, tornado, tornado, seek cover. I was like, oh my gosh. I was not ready for that. Like, it was 80 degrees the day before, and then it's 40 degrees and tornado watch. Like, it's just like, every day is a new day here in North Carolina. It's like literally the most bipolar state in the world. But funny enough you mentioned that, Sanders, because we had the same exact thing. Anyway, with that said, that is going to wrap it up and conclude the Q&A. I don't think there was any more questions. Actually, I gotta check the most recent video. I forgot. Yep, I got all of them. So that is going to conclude the Q&A. Thanks to everyone who participated and asked questions. I want to make this honestly more of a consistent thing. I really enjoy answering your guys' questions because I think it gives me more insight, helps me reflect on like what are the right decisions in this game. And honestly, there's no right or wrong answers. So being able to just think about it is great. And you guys give me the ability to do that when you have questions like that. So yeah, hopefully we can do this again soon. With that said, thank you guys again for watching. I don't want to keep this outro super long. For those who want to work with me, theworldwidecompany.com. We're making businesses, creating new ventures that make money, that make liquidity, kind of like what I was talking about earlier. If you want to pull in, you know what you gotta do. Just saying, theworldwidecompany.com, let's do it. So yeah, those are for my business people, and then for the fans, streaming will come soon. I know, keep asking, I'm gonna get to it within the next couple months, and then obviously the vlogs. I think right now we're doing them weekly. I think that's what it's looking like. But again, I told you, no schedule, set in stone. It is what it is. It is what it is. We'll see where we get. Appreciate you guys for watching. Peace out.